So, what is a results chain? In its simplest definition, a results chain is a graphic representation of a theory of change that uses a series of color-coded shapes and arrows. It is a type of logic model. All results chains communicate a theory of change, but as we explained in the previous presentation, not all theories of change have to be in results chain form. A results chain consists of 5 main components. The biodiversity focal interest, contained within a green oval, represents the desired state of the biodiversity focal interest that the program seeks to achieve. In other words, it's the desired end result of the program. Depending on the programmatic arrangement and using program cycle terminology, this could be the purpose or other outcome of the program. The threat reduction result, contained within a purple box, is the desired reduction in a direct threat to the focal interests. The results, in blue boxes, are interim results needed to achieve the threat reduction result. These may also be referred to as outcomes. The strategic approach, contained within a yellow hexagon, represents a collection of actions that work together to achieve a series of results. Although in this example, the strategic approach is shown on the far left of this diagram, in practice, the strategic approach acts on multiple points, or results, in the results chain. In a way, the strategic approach encompasses everything to its right. Actions, represented by yellow bubbles, are specific sets of tasks, or the things you actually do to reach one or more results. Notice how each action is linked to a result, and often there is more than one action linked to a particular result. Notice that results in a results chain are organized in a causal fashion that is linked by arrows. These arrows represent programmatic assumptions between one result and another. Like any assumption, they can be tested, and the results from testing and analysis assist in the monitoring, evaluation, and learning for the program. Another important point: this is a simplified results chain. In reality, results chains can be quite complex because they represent theories of change for very complex situations. Results chains tend to have a lot more result boxes, and they are rarely so linear as in this illustration of basic components of a results chain. Finally, please note that this is a results chain for a threat-based strategic approach. However, a results chain for another non-biodiversity development sector may not have threat reduction results, or may have another name for it. Now that we know what a results chain is, it's important to clarify one thing that it is not. A results chain is not an implementation flow diagram. An implementation flow diagram, as depicted by this image, is a series of linked actions leading to an end result. The actions described in this implementation flow diagram, such as identifying potential practices and testing them, training fishers, writing reports, and so on, are all important for implementing a strategic approach. However, they do not identify the results you would expect to see from implementing your strategic approach, as is depicted with the results chain. When developing results chains, it can be useful to think about wording your results in terms of the actual, on-the-ground changes that you expect to see. In the first module, you learned how to develop situation models, and in subsequent sections of this module, we will demonstrate how to develop results chains by starting with situation models. Let's take a moment now to clarify the difference between the two. As a reminder, a situation model is a descriptive snapshot of the current situation. It displays current knowledge about important factors and relationships among these factors within the context of a program before any programmed action or intervention occurs. In a way, it's a problem chain or problem map. A situation model helps you to identify potential strategic approaches and the chain of factors the strategic approach should address. A results chain converts those situation model factors into desired results and typically includes additional results. Situation models represent the current situation, and results chains represent the desired or expected results if the program is implemented. Another way of saying this is that one is a problem diagnosis and the other is a prescribed solution. There are 2 main reasons why we recommend using results chains in USAID programming. First, using results chains allows your project to comply with USAID's logic model requirement. The USAID Program Cycle Operational Policy, ADS 201, states that projects are required to have a logic model, and for activities, it is a recommended best practice. Second, and more importantly, Independent of any requirement, design teams want to apply useful tools that increase the chances of programmatic success. Results chains are widely used across the conservation sector and have proven to contribute to more effective programming. As the rest of this module progresses, the specific benefits and limitations of using results chains as the logic model of choice, particularly for biodiversity programming, will become apparent. Near the end of the module, there will be a moment to pause and review the benefits and limitations of using results chains. In this video presentation, we discussed how to use results chains to visually depict a theory of change. Below, you will find some additional resources to support learning and putting these concepts to practice. In the next section, we will begin to dive into the step-by-step process of actually developing your results chains.